Hi ladies and gents, Pond here with another video for Rise of Empires, Ice and Fire. Thank you so much for your previous likes, comments and subscriptions to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, why not click on that button and ring the bell so you can get notifications of whenever I'm dropping content on the channel. And now on to the topic of this video, and it's the 29th of June 2021, and there has been a momentous occasion today. No, not England beating Germany, get in, but the devs have released T10 into the game. Yes, that's right. T10 into the game from today. This video is going to just give you the basics of what you want to know about T10. So let's get straight into it. So we had a message from Rise of Empire Studio. Lofty Warrior Tech and Specs. My lord, as the life gets harder, lords have never stopped on their way to becoming stronger in combat power. Royal magicians even developed a secret technology for them. Soldiers who acquired this technology will be transformed into the Lofty Warriors. I think that wording really sucks, but there you go. They can be entrusted with top-level military tasks. All forces were inevitably involved into a new round of arms race. Tier 10 troops are now unlockable by researching the new Lofty Warrior technology. New text, research the technology Lofty Warrior to unlock T10 troops. Once T10 is unlocked, more advanced text can be unlocked. All Lofty Warrior technologies will go into cooldown upon activation. Technology reset will be available when the respective technology's cooldown finishes. The base cooldown time for each technology is 180 days. This cooldown time can be reduced by learning the respective technology specializations. New texts require war badges. That's a new consumable, which can be obtained via packages, trading hub, daily supply, royal prestige and various events. At the same time, Technology Specialization is about to begin its testing phase. Details are as below. Gain 1 Specialization XP point per 1 level of Lofty Warrior technology. Gain 1 Technology Specialization point per 1 level of Technology Specialization. Technology Specialization points can only be used to learn Technology Specializations. Technology Specialization levels and Technology Specialization points are permanent. And resetting Technology Specializations will require war badges. The more Technology Specializations learned, the more war badges consumed. Okay, a lot to digest there. Let's kind of take it from the top in terms of war badges. So, you saw on that link, sorry, I didn't really show you there. At the bottom of that mail, it gives you get 10,000 war badges to use. So when you first hit T10, and for those of you that, so which states are actually have picked up T10 today? Well, for any of you that have checked on the game's Facebook page, the devs are all in the Discord. Devs have confirmed that T10 is available in states 1 to 136. That's all of the states that are doing conflict. So I would presume that once you get into Eden conflict, that's when you're going to pick up T10 getting unlocked for you in your state if you're in a younger state. So let's talk about war badges, how we can get them. So you get your 10,000 war badges from starting. It said you can go to the trading house. Now helpfully my balloon has gone now, but I can tell you can get 50 a day from the option. It's exactly this, obviously we get that one lot of super dragonite and you have to exchange normal dragonite for it. Well, guess what? For these war badges, to get 50, you have to trade your courage medals, and it's 1,000 courage medals for 50. So if you think in right now that also T10 tech only lasts for 180 days, because that's what that cooldown is, you can only pick up 9,000 badges from the trading house in that time. There are other ways that you can get it, as the devs have indicated. So in your honor shop, so each season obviously the honor shop refreshes every 60 days, or it's supposed to be every 60 days. And you can see here now we do have the war badge added. Now I'm in my Maverick Pond account. I just did it in here. I've done some kind of prep work before doing this video. You can get 300 times 100 badges. So that's 30,000 war badges each season from the honor shop. It's going to cost you 360,000 honor coins, 360,000 honor coins. I already used 120,000 honor coins in my Maverick account to pick up another 10,000 war badges. So you can effectively pick up roughly, well, if the shop's if you do, yeah, you're probably going to get around 70,000 badges every 6 months, because this shop obviously is closed in between seasons, the honor shop, and we only really do 4 seasons a year. So yeah, you're looking at, I think, about 70,000 badges that a free-to-play player can pick up in the game. Now, what else is available if, for instance, you're a spender? Well, as I talked about, there is now a Royal Prestige package available for you small spenders that are getting Royal Prestige, like myself, who get it every month. Now, here it is. It's been added at the bottom here. You're going to get 500 war badges a day. It's a 30-day Royal Prestige package, so it's 15,000 war badges a month. Obviously, at the moment, I'm using the Super Dragonite option. So you're going to have to make a decision there, guys. Do you want to use get Super Dragonite, or do you want to focus on getting war badges? This is a nice, cheap way of picking up war badges. It's a very economical way of picking it up. 15,000 war badges from Royal Prestige. And of course, for you super spenders out there, there are packs available. It's only day 1, so I'm not sure if there's going to be different war badge packs available. But right now, for the cheapest pack is £4.89. That's going to get you 2,500 badges. As usual, I'm sure once you purchase this, there'll be like a £10 or $10 pack, maybe a $20 or $20 pack, and then a £50 or $50 pack. And then we've got the £100 or $100 pack. I'm guessing it's $100 for you guys in the States. That is going to give you 18,000 war badges. So that Royal Prestige daily smaller amount, as usual, is much better value. But for those of you that are desperate to get war badges straight away, that's going to be the best way to do it, to get these packs. So these currently are the options available to acquire war badges. Let's actually look at Lofty Research. If we go into the research section, we've got this new Lofty Warrior Research. They've just realigned everything nice and neatly. Why didn't they just put it there? I did just my own personal little gripe there. But anyway, Lofty Warrior Research. Right, you can see I've already done some. Now, first thing to talk about, if you're free-to-play players and you don't have a lot of medals, you're starting with 10,000 medals. I'm telling you now, to unlock one lot of T10 tech, it's 15,380 medals. So that's if you just want to say unlock Cavalry T10. It's 15,380. So you can probably actually nearly everyone who plays this game, even free-to-play players, once you get to this point in Eden conflict, you will be able to access T10 troops, the basic section of troops. The other thing to look at here is now in this research, you only unlock T10 here. So unlock T10 here, and you can see I've already done some researching in Maverick. So just let's have a look at these top sections. We've got extra might here for the 3 different troop types. It's going to give you up to 20% extra might. You've got then might for all units, and it's up to another 10%. And then we've got the same thing down below, which is resistance for the individual types of units, and then all of them. And then we've got extra HP. Of course, HP is a core attribute. You can get an extra 10% for each different type of unit, whether it's footmen, archers, or cavalry. And then you've got another full metal jacket research, which will give you an extra 5% HP for all units. So that even if you're not getting T10 troops, even if you're like free-to-play player, you can use your badges, your like 10,000 badges or however many you're collecting, and you can use it in this first section to give you buffs on all your troops. So do not just completely dismiss Lofty Warrior tech. It's worth you getting some badges. You can improve the attributes of all your other, even if you've got only getting T9 troops. So that's my first big point to talk about. Now, then to unlock the T10 troops, you're going to need, well, if we look at the footmen, you're going to need to have done T9 research for them, of course. You only have to complete up to level 5 of all these previous researches to get down to T10 troops. So it's quite easy to do that. Also, the actual amount of resources is pretty minimal, not a lot of gold. Nearly 15-day research time though. All of these researches have combat power figures related to them. So for those of you that have already maxed all your master researches. This is now going to be another way for you to get points on a Wednesday, so that's good. And then once you actually have unlocked your T10, you're going to see this icon will actually flash, and you can select it one at a time to then unlock these extra arms, which are then is where you're going to see the disparities, guys. This is where the difference is going to be for those of you that are small spenders against or free-to-play players against the super spenders, because the super spenders are going to be able to get, you know, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of war badges, and they're going to be able to max all of these researches. So these researches are giving extra HP to the T10, extra HP to all troop types. It's giving an increased cavalry unit limit count because you can only have a limited amount of T10 troops. It's going to give. It's then going to decrease the training cost, increase the training speed, which is a big point. Increase healing speed, also beneficial for those of us in Eden. Basic healing cost decrease, probably not that big a deal for most of us. Another increase in the limit. Then you've got more HP, which is 20%. That's huge. Another 20% HP can be added, and then an extra damage multiplier, which is 20% right at the end. That is also huge. But you're talking about quite a lot of medals to get down to here. So that's just for cavalry, obviously. So this is going to give extra. These sections are giving just extra might, resistance, HP in here as well. So then you've got the same kind of arms for both footmen and archers. And then we've got these, you can see we've got a new icon and indicators down here. So this is your specialization points for technology. So not to be confused with your Reign of Chaos specialization points. This is a different type of specialization. We already talked about the kind of points that was in the initial mail. And then if you click on this icon here, it's going to show you what your attributes are for what your points are being used. And then this icon here with the up arrow, this is actually going to take you to the new technology specialization tree. So this is brand new to the game. You've got 4 arms here. Now this top arm is where everyone's going to want to first spend their points, because these skills are going to actually be for all troops. So you can see you've got, for instance, well, the nodes are going to reduce resource consumption for gold. Not a big deal, to be honest. This is also reducing it. But then these skills are increasing defense for all troops. This is increasing HP for all troops. This is increasing attack for all troops. And then the end skill, increase all attribute effects for the Lofty Warrior technology by up to 10%. So that's going to boost all the benefits. And then on the right arm, you've got, this is for footmen, bottom arm is for cavalry, and then left arm is for archers. So if you, if you were only doing like one type of troop type, then you'd obviously want to focus on this top section first, and then whichever troop type you were using. There are some other interesting skills in these arms. For instance, you can increase your max limit of T10 soldiers with that one. You can see from that's from 100,000 to 300,000. Going to cost you 3 points. Reduce the war badges consumed by 250 for each research. So you can actually reduce the cost of the war badges. And then we've got increased level 10 soldier, like T10 soldier damage there as well. Same there, damage, reduce the badges, and increase your troop limit. So that's the tech specialization. So I'm going to start, I'm going to put my points into this node here, and reduce consumption of 100k, 50k by 3% or 150k. We'll go 3%. So I'm going to start using my points in that section. You can see you can actually obtain up to 252 levels. So it's going to be interesting how that all works out. I'm not going to dwell anymore because I don't want this video going on forever. So those are kind of the basics of the research menu. Now let's have a look actually at T10 troops at the stable. So once you've unlocked them in the research, then you have them available here. Let's have a look at what's going to differ between T9 and T10. First off, T9, 6,900 troops. it's 880k of lumber, 440k of iron, 21 hours, 45 minutes, 46 minutes. T10, 4.3 million lumber, 2.1 million iron. I'm sure that's going to be fine for most players. 9 days, 1 hour, 40 minutes. 9 days for 7,000 troops, people. The training time is absolutely insane. So you're talking about hundreds of hours, several thousand hours just to train one legion of T10 troops, which is crazy. So that is going to be the other kind of obstacle for those of you if you don't have a load of A, training speed ups, or B, gems to do it. Then it's going to be really difficult to actually even build up a full legion of T10. You're talking about like nearly a year. If you did it just in real time with no speed ups, you're talking about nearly a year's worth of training to get one legion of T10. And obviously it resets after 180 days. So you're going to need an awful lot of resources to get a full legion of T10 troops. Now let's have a look, direct comparison between, so on the right hand side you can see I've got T9 Paladin with their stats, and then we've got the T10 here. So attack for T10 is 94 versus 87 for T9. Defense is significantly better, 65 versus 49. HP is 21 versus 18, so it's a little boost. Combat power is 8.2 versus 7. Marching speed is a little bit slower, annoyingly, 26 to 28, and then load and lumber consumption is the same. What are my kind of overall thoughts on T10, guys? Look, I mean, it's definitely there for the top level spenders. I mean, you know, there's no way that any kind of lower levels, even a lower level spender like myself, is going to be able to get anywhere near having full T10 or maxing all the attributes or getting a load of technology specialization points to really push on and maximize the troops. Would I actually advocate people focusing on T10? I'll be honest, I don't think so. For me, I'm still going to be working on finishing my Dragon Master gear. You know, that is permanent at least. Once you've got it, you've got it, and it gives you versatility with all 3 different troop types. Yes, T10 and T10 is so restricted. Like, it's not permanent. You don't obviously you're restricted with the number of troops. The troop training time and healing time is massive. It's going to cost, I think the amount of players in the game that are going to have like full T10 is going to be really, really minimal. Like full T10 that are like really strong max T10, it's going to be just literally the top 3 or 4% of players that are the top spenders are going to have T10. Is it worth really chasing for the rest of us? Like I've said, you can actually put your war badges into that first section and improve your stats for all your troops still, give you a bit of a buff. I know a lot of people are commenting on like how much of a difference this is going to make in Clash of Province. For me, if I was like a top spender, I wouldn't be using my T10 in Clash of Province because I'm already going to be superior to younger states anyway. I would think people are going to be saving T10 for Eden, for battles in Eden, because you're going to need it to, that's going to be what gives you the edge now on tile battles and things like that, or defending a structure that you've already taken. Having a really strong T10 Legion with some maxed out stats is going to probably be the difference now for going forward. So I don't think you're going to see T10 in the game, obviously, but for those of you that are like in those younger states, you're worried about there being a bigger disparity. I just can't believe, I'd be very surprised if players with T10 are using lots of T10 troops in Clash of Province KE events, unless it is obviously a big grudge match in Legendary Division. Okay, then yes, you might see people using them then. Well, they'll definitely be using them then. But on a week-to-week basis, I don't know. I'm not so sure. Particularly in Gold League, I can't see like players in like states like mine using them, but you never know. So it's interesting. Like, it's finally here. It's in the game. I will get some T10 troops in my main account, LordOfPondtail account. I really, really wanted to finish my Dragon Master gear set first. So I think I probably will prioritize that, to be honest. It's going to take... I don't have any gems. I don't have many gems anyway, because I use them all on VIP points. So, and I don't have any mini training speed up, so it's going to be impossible for me to get a full Legion of T10 very quickly in any of my accounts, if I'm honest with you. And so that's going to be a challenge initially anyway. Well, I guess I could probably do it in my Maverick Pond account. I've got quite a lot of gems in here, actually. I'll see what I can do. There's plenty to cover more. I will do some more videos on T10 in the coming weeks, or certainly in the coming, well, maybe in the coming week or so. If not, then certainly this season, just a bit more analysis of T10 in action, obviously, maybe through Heroes duels, through battle videos in Eden. I know the top spenders, like on my map, will have T10. So I will try and bring you more of T10 in action in the future, in the near future. So there we go, guys. That is everything for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do click on that like. And if you have any questions or comments, what do you think T10 is going to bring to the game? Do you think it's going to be damaging, increase the disparity between the spenders and the non-spenders? I'll be really interested to hear your thoughts. And if you could please share this video and my channel in your Alliance chat, province chat, and for those of you in Eden for your guilds and province chats, that would be very much appreciated. And for those of you using Line, WhatsApp, Viber, Discord, whatever kind of method to communicate in the game, that would be absolutely brilliant. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.